So recently we had the first actual gameplay look at Destiny 2's The Final Shape. The new expansion, the final expansion of this kind of 10-year culmination of content, kind of tying a bow at the end of all of this, and kind of, you know, going to be the end of the saga that we've been kind of leading towards for the past 10 years since Destiny has been out. You know, Destiny 1, that is, not just Destiny 2. And the question I have for you guys is, from what we've seen in The Final Shape, in this brand new gameplay look, when Bungie streamed it recently, is it enough? Is it enough to bring you back to Destiny 2 if you've quit the game? Or, you know, maybe your love for the game has kind of fallen off. Maybe you've been kind of hit or miss. I don't know. There could be a variety of different things, right? Like I said, maybe you haven't played in a long time. Maybe you gave up. I know there's a lot of people on my video of returning to Destiny 1 in 2024. A lot of people commented on there saying they gave up on D2. They play D1 still, but they're like, D2 is just not their thing. And then there's other people that, you know, maybe you're like a roller coaster. Maybe you're in and out, right? You have waves where you're into Destiny 2, and you have kind of more dry spells where you take a break, and I think maybe a lot of people are kind of in that realm of things. But so the question is whether you've completely quit Destiny 2 or whether you just feel like things have been a little bit stale, a little bit dry. Is the Final Shape enough to get you hyped again? Is the Final Shape enough to kind of get you into it? How are you feeling about the Final Shape? That's my question for you guys. Let me know in the comments. I want to talk about the Final Shape's reveal, the gameplay reveal. We're going to go through the blog post because that's kind of where they summarize everything very nicely. If you missed the whole reveal, you can check it out. I also have my reaction up on the channel. But let me know in the comments, okay, as we go through this. So again, they had the developer gameplay preview. The first thing that they revealed was the prismatic subclass. So we're going to go, again, we're going over to the blog post over here on the Bungie website, bungie.net. Okay, so if we actually play this while we talk about it, you can see the clip of it. Prismatic subclass, basically for the first time, you can mix and match arc, solar, void, stasis, and strand, which is absolutely insane. You can combine them to unlock new potential and power and customization. Okay, so you can mix them up. You can do things. It's crazy. So basically, you're going to be able to have this sort of super build-up where there's going to be two bars leading kind of towards one another, and when they fill up towards, I guess, the middle, you can kind of activate it for a mix-match sort of kind of ability, if you will, which is it's just crazy. It's just crazy. It's the kind of thing that you would have never imagined. So it says this is not just about remixing abilities. You're going to be able to break the known limits of light and darkness by entering transcendence, which is a state only possible when using the prismatic subclass. So by dealing both light and darkness damage, you're gonna charge 2 meters. So that when filled, it's going to enable a temporary state of transcendence that unlocks new unique grenade ability and weapon damage bonuses. So again, they have a little bit of another clip here regarding that you guys can see. You can mix and match all kinds of different abilities between classes. And so I'm curious, you know, just off the top of your head, what kind of abilities do you think you might be mix and matching between some darkness and light subclasses? The only thing that I'll say is that we only have 2 darkness subclasses compared to 3 for the light. So that is one thing to take into consideration. But like they noted here, new buildcraft possibilities, right? So along with prismatic comes aspects and fragments to further customize your build and enable combos that you never even thought possible. So, you know, players only need to unlock these aspects and fragments once to get them for every class. So right now it's been like, oh, you want all the ones for strand? Great. You got to go through it one at a time. So this is the Titans, for example. It's just an example of what you can expect from the Titans. It's really nice to hear that the aspects and all that's going to be unlocked, you know, kind of right out of the gate. There's so many different abilities. Like, look at this. You know, you got a little bit of strand, you got a little bit of arc. It's wild. It's wild. The combinations. Okay. We got the hunters. Okay. There it is. All right. We got the hunters. Okay. we got, what do we got going on here? I believe, yeah, stasis and solar, I think is what they have. Again, if you look at the bottom left corner of the footage, you can see two different bars, an orange one and kind of like a bluish one. So that's the hunters. We have the warlocks, right? As well. And all sorts of possibilities with just combining all of these different kinds of abilities and whatnot. I mean, again, I really want to hear you guys' thoughts. What kind of abilities you think you're going to be crafting, or kind of mix and matching. I'll be honest, I got to get better at build crafting. So they're really kind of opening the floodgates. Now, there is one thing I want to say about this is this seems to be basically, this seems like Destiny kind of peaking at this point. Where can you go from here? That's my question. We're going to get back to that in a second. Exotic class items. One of the things I've always wondered, where's the exotic class items? I mean, we got exotics of like everything else, right? In the armor category, but now we get exotic class items, which are even crazier. Guardians can push their prismatic builds even further with the new exotic class items. They're going to work specifically with the prismatic subclass. And so each roll with 2 random exotic perks, inspired by a selection of other exotic armor pieces. So again, this is something that even from different classes, they say a hunter could have an exotic cloak with some of the unique qualities of an assassin's cowl combined with parts of Liar's handshake. On the other hand, warlocks could get an exotic bond with perks of, I don't know how to say that, apotheosis veil, I think is how you say it, and Star Eater scales. And Titans can get an exotic mark with part of Ophidian aspect and precious scars. I mean, it's crazy what they're doing with these exotic classes, exotic class items. By the way, I don't know what these recommended are. I'm in incognito. It has nothing to do with me. A Titan exotic mark, you can see what it looks like here. We got the hunter cloak. I mean, these look great. These look really cool, man. There's like this kind of sheen to them. It's just really cool. And then the other thing they mentioned is the dread. Look at this. Look at this new category. New enemy type, if you will. We've seen some of them with the Tormentors. The Tormentors was our first look at this. Subjugators and Tormentors were the beginning. But now, my friends, it gets even crazier, right? We got the new enemies, right? We have the Tormentors here, as you guys can see. New enemy type. I mean, we got these kind of screechy bats that are going to screech at you and cause all kind of issues. If I skip ahead here, again, we got the Tormentors, which we've already had, but now we got all these other kind of enemies within this new enemy type. It's really cool. Lots more to come, they said. I mean, this is the final shape trailer right here. They got lots more to share about before we play it on June 4th, which is just about we're at April, May, June. That's 2 months away. And while we wait, which by the way, this trailer is absolutely amazing. While we wait, we also have Into the Light, which is live right now. And if you don't know about Into the Light, we got all these new kind of things to explore. We got a new social space. We got a new mode called Onslaught. It's pretty cool. Gets a little bit redundant after a while, but it's pretty fun. Of course, we have the Whisper Exotic mission. They brought back the Whisper of the Worm. I have a guide for that up on the channel right now. Reprised exotic missions and rewards, 0 hour. We got, that's going to be coming on May 14th. So that's for the Outbreak, which is going to be great. Again, can't wait for that one. Pantheon Raid Boss Gauntlet. We got a PvP map pack, 3 new maps. I wish it would add a little bit more. Hopefully that we get more frequently, because it's been a while, but 3 new maps is great to hear. Hopefully they continue to work on PvP, make it a little bit better. But I don't know. I'm curious your guys' thoughts. All these weapons, by the way, were kind of reprised, kind of introduced a bunch of weapons like the Recluse and a bunch of other ones. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'm really curious to hear what you guys think. Are you guys excited for the final shape? Is it enough? Is it enough to get you back into it? Is it enough to kind of reignite your love for Destiny 2? Destiny in general? Or where do you sit? The last thing I'll say is, where do we go from here? Well, they said that this is not the end. There's going to be more Destiny beyond the final shape. This is the end of this saga, but they got something else up their sleeve next. Is it going to be some kind of Destiny 3, some kind of like, what are we going to expect? I mean, obviously, I would assume you can expect a new engine, most likely, a reworking of what we've known to be Destiny, refine it, greatly. And with that, lots of potential, lots of opportunity. So Hopefully it's good, whatever comes next. But for now, for this next following year, we have the final shape. And like I said, I'm curious to hear what your guys' thoughts are for this. And what do you hope to see beyond the final shape? What would you like to see? Where would you like to see this game go next? Let me know your thoughts. If you enjoyed this one, leave a like, subscribe for more, and I hope to see you guys soon in another one. Tell them, friends, game on, and thanks for watching. Hey you! What are you doing? Join the Skeleton Army! Do it today! Don't wait till tomorrow because tomorrow might never come. The Earth is gonna fade, that's inevitable. The next second of your life's not even promised, so you better think about where you're going, and you might as well just join the Skeleton Army. Plus, we do kind of like you a little bit, so it'd be nice to see you around here. But if you don't want to, hey, your loss. See you later.